Many people are wasting time. They fast and pray. Many people, our members, fast and pray for 40 days. And I say, why do you fast and pray? No, I don't know. Yeah, so many people fast and pray, so I just follow them. I say, you're wasting your time. You must have new understanding the purpose of fasting and pray. Then you will have victory. But if you pray at random without knowing the purpose, then you would waste the time. Brothers and sisters, this is the reason God has given the Bible and Holy Spirit to renew your mind and to give you new understanding. So whenever you have problem, before you pray, ask God to renew your mind so that God will give you new understanding about your position, about that problem. And when you enter into the battleground, that the devil would swarm to you and put fear into your heart and many confusion. But since you have new understanding, you will not be confused. You know what you are doing, and you will have tremendous courage and boldness, and you will be strong in your heart to go through the battle. And number two, when you go into the prayer warfare, you must have an unshaky faith. Many people have great misunderstanding about faith. They think the faith is something, great feeling in their heart. They say that they should feel fire going up and down through their backbone to feel faith. Faith is not feeling. Faith is your choice. Whether you feel it or not, you choose the faith. When you see the ruler of the synagogue, Mr. Jairus, his daughter was dying, about 12 years old. And he came and begged Jesus Christ to come and lay hand upon her daughter so that she could be healed. So on the way of going home, the servant came out and reported to the ruler that his daughter was dead already. You don't need to bring Jesus to home because she's already dead. And fear struck him, and his knee were buckling, and he was trembling, and he was crying out. He was desperate. And Jesus came near to him. And Jesus spoke into his ears. Do not be afraid, only believe. There Jesus was asking him, not choose the fear, choose the faith. Faith is choosing, because this Jairus, she was not in the mood of having tremendous feeling in his heart. Because he was not in the situation of having that kind of emotion. He was in desperation. Because he heard the information that his daughter had died. And he was crying hard. He was depressed. He is in depth of the sorrow. That he was not in mood of elation. But Jesus came and said, choose faith. Don't choose the fear. Do not be afraid. Only believe. So at that juncture, Jairus, instead of choosing the fear and doubt and unbelief, he chose faith. He went together with Jesus, and Jesus performed a miracle, and she came back alive. So faith is choosing. It is not your emotional odyssey. Many people try to feel the faith, but faith is not something to feel. Faith is something to choose. I have a very wonderful experience with one of my Christians. She had a car accident, and her leg was broken. And doctor operated on her, and she lost about 7 centimeters of the bone, and doctor put the iron bar in the leg. But still, her leg was 7 centimeters short, and she was terribly limping, and she was walking heavily, leaning up on the crutch. And she came to a personal consultation. She said, I have this accident, and I lost my bones, and my leg is 7 centimeters shorter, and still I have the steel bar inside of my leg. Is it will of God for me to be healed? She said, I'm foggy about the situation. Her mind was not renewed, and she was having not new understanding. So I said, regardless of your situation, I'm talking from the Bible. I'm not talking from my own heart of compassion. I'm talking from the Bible. Bible says, by his stripes you were healed. So devil came and caused accident to you and made you lose the bone. But I said, I don't say anything about those kind of things. I only say from the point of the Bible teaching, it is will of God for you to be healed. And she renewed her mind. She had new understanding about her situation. And so she said, lay your hand up to me and pray for me. So I laid my hand up to her and prayed for her and rebuked the crippling situation. And I asked her the bone to grow. And she said, I believe. And she chose to believe. Many people laughed at her. And even her children, when she would go back home and told them that she was going to be healed, they laughed at her. They said, don't do that. You will become a laughing stock. This iron steel can turn into the bone. Don't trust your pastor. Don't believe it. No, I believe. God is omnipotent. He can do anything. So I choose faith. And year after year, she was believing. And that continued for 12 long years. You think of that. And people all come to her and say, give up your faith because you believed for 12 years and nothing happened. Why do you keep on believing? But she said, I choose faith. And one day after the morning service, God suddenly gave me the gift of the word of knowledge. And I said, someone who is watching this service through a television program is going to be healed from the short leg. You know, we have satellite church. We have about 20 satellite church. Our church is on Yonggi Island, and so it's so big, and we have about 20 satellite church. Each satellite church is 5,000 to 10,000 members. So she was attending one of the satellite church, and she was watching this program through satellite television. And when I announced that, she stood up. And among the audience, she said, I am healed. That's me. That's me. She said, I've been believing for 12 years, and that's me. And all people were watching it. But when she was going out of church, she was terribly limping, like going out. And people all laughed. They said, where's your healing? What's happened to you? But she said, this is just symptom. I don't believe in symptom. This is lying vanity. This is lying vanity. Truth is truth. And by his stripes, I am healed. And today, God announced through the mouth of my pastor that I got healed. So she went back home and told that she was healed to her family. And all the family laughed. They said, no, you are still limping terribly. I think you would better give up today. But she kept on saying that I was healed on that particular Sunday. And a week passed and nothing happened. And 9 days passed. On the day of 9th, she was standing before the mirror. And suddenly, she saw herself straight. Not, twisted, straight. So she walked around, and she found out that she was completely healed. And the miracle is that the family took her to a hospital, and doctors took X-ray picture. There was no iron bar, but just a bone. You can't explain. You can't explain. God is able. And the truth is that she is going around witnessing and leading the cell meeting nowadays. She is no more limping because she chose the faith for more than 12 years long, And finally, she went into the terrible battleground in spiritual warfare for 9 days, but she never gave up the faith. She had strong faith, and God said, it shall be done unto you according to your faith.